We have for you the top paid WWE superstars. Trigger warning to those in our comments section. You don't need to know jack shit about the WWE to talk about why these 10 people, at least the ones at the top, are the top paid WWE superstars. Usually, you see Chief Joshua, Josh Bueno, King of WrestleMania, winner of WrestleMania, and will be performing at your WrestleMania 33. He will not be. Doing the WWE clips, but this one, I'm interested. I like the Forbes list. Some people don't.
I'm always interested in seeing how much money these guys make and slumping into a dark basement of depression and why I never took up pro wrestling.
Money doesn't buy happiness, Francis.
Oh, but it does buy cars.
But a great intro song does.
Very true.
To the list. You're not going to be surprised at the list because the list itself has
a list
of WWE stars.
Because there's a list that Jacory's going to go to.
Do we have the list?
It's a list of the list.
We do have a list. And again,
I'm actually surprised.
Now look, are you surprised?
I thought John Cena would be number one, just my own opinion.
Really? I thought, you know, for what it's worth, I thought Shane McMahon would be because Vince is the one who runs it, so now everyone's gonna be mad at me anyway. But Shane McMahon is still showing me the money.
Yeah,
regardless,
he made that much money, but how much money has he got in his trust fund? That's what you're trying to allude to.
Yeah, the McMahon family probably has a lot more than that. But so Brock Lesnar, let's also combine the fact that he crossed over to the UFC and was a major draw to even those who were interested in MMA, and then came back to WWE.
Yeah.
So unsurprisingly, he's number one. Number two, John Cena. Now this is just highest paid WWE wrestlers. I find it hard to believe considering Cena acts.
Yes, very
now,
true.
and he's obviously got a major following on Instagram.
So I need to ask, is that contradictory then? Because you said Brock Lesnar, who moved over from, do you think that's taken into consideration his UFC money that he made?
No, what I think happened is when he crossed over to the UFC again, they gave him even more money
to come back
to WWE for like these. I mean, he's signing Lesnar's signing like one-day contracts for some of these, not actually one-day contracts, but like one-fight contracts.
Yeah.
With the similar to signing a one-day contract. So when you're hopping over and back and forth, you can't be under UFC contract and fighting the WWE. You can't be under WWE contract and fighting the UFC. So they have to be like 1 or 2 fight deals.
Yeah.
And usually when it's that little, it means you're going to be selling your pay-per-views. And you don't need to be a genius to know Brock Lesnar sells pay-per-views. He beat The Undertaker.
Yes, very true.
Undertaker was on that list. Undertaker, though, retired.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, what do you think of, I mean, this is the top highest paid right now. Like, you're thinking of all time in wrestlers, surely The Undertaker, Triple H, those type of guys are going to be up top. They've been in and around the sport for decades.
It's true.
I remember watching Triple H when he was part of Boom, 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 Boom.
The pelvic thrusting?
You know that, yeah, they'll know the team. I don't need to say it, they'll know it.
There you go. And as for some of the other wrestlers on the list, Roman Reigns, who constantly gets berated by the internet.
Generation X. Knew it was coming to me.
Jesus. Roman Reigns at 3.5 million. I'm surprised that he's this high up because he gets promoted more than anybody else in wrestling.
Yeah.
They want him to be a superstar. Chief Joshua likes him.
So I'm trying to. I don't know what to say. Like they're trying.
I can't believe of all people you have nothing to say about wrestlers making money.
I'm trying to think about it. Like your point is that they're trying to make him better, so should they pay him more to do it? Like, I feel like he needs to.
No, I'm just making the point of what I see when I see WrestleMania recaps and the writing that goes along with it is there's a lot of people who hate on Roman Reigns.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the most hated, so I was surprised
when he was on the top of the list.
In the top 4.
I thought you were saying that he
over the likes of the effing Undertaker, who's been wrestling since Vietnam.
Yes. Do they get paid? Here's another question we can just throw out there we don't have the answer to. Do they get paid based on their, like, do they have appearance fees? So if they're doing really well and they get to more WrestleMania, like headliners or whatever, do they get paid?
Yeah, I mean, if you're a headliner, if you show up in the ring, you get paid. That's how that works.
Interesting.
But I'm not sure, now again, that's why someone like John Cena, who probably made God knows how much money from movies like Trainwreck, or when he goes on the morning shows. And he was even pegged, John Cena was pegged to be, was it Kelly's replacement or Michael Strahan's replacement?
Michael Strahan, still Kelly.
Which would be another millions and millions.
Kelly and John.
He wasn't supposed to be here.
Kelly and John.
He wasn't supposed to be here.
It's interesting. I like the ring to it. Kelly and John. Kelly and John Cena.
I like the memes with John Cena.
They had some of the worst co-hosts ever come on
and
try to do that. Like when they were bringing in Anderson Cooper, despite the fact that he does host a show, when you try to put him into a normal setting when he has to just have a conversation, it was painful to watch. It was Kelly and Anderson Cooper run. Michael Bublé was good. Soothing. Serenading.
I didn't know he was even an option.
And then you just tweeted him this morning. Scrubs. Zach Braff. He was on it and he's really funny. I dig him. Great tweet about the stock market, by the way.
It was a good tweet.
With,
comment below.
United.
Like, favorite, subscribe. Even though you won't, you'll get really mad. It's gonna have like 3,000 dislikes, which is fine.
It's fine.
Don't bother me.
They make a lot of money.
We'll see you next time.
Forever I want it and I ain't giving it up. I work my hands to the bone and now I'm living it up. I'm going dumb in the club. My clothes, we don't give a hug. We work too hard to get here. The top ain't even a